guys, and welcome back to KJ Method's YouTube channel. What I want to specifically talk about today are students who continually fail their state exam. So I'm talking to you guys. If you have continually failed your state exam and you can't exactly figure out why, I'm hoping that this video will help you. I'm actually recording this video just for you. Let's look at the reasons. If you go to the internet, you will see things such as, that student has poor time management. That student is a procrastinator. That student is not prepared. That student is full of distractions. And it goes on and on. There's actually 10 or 15 different things that they talk about on the internet that is the reason for you guys failing. I know that that's not true, and you know that that's not true. Very often, students are working very hard trying to pass their real estate exam. They are studying, but as I used to say to my kids, practice doesn't make perfect if you're not practicing the correct things. So let's talk about why I think you are failing the real estate exam. Number one, students take this exam over and over again without truly evaluating why they failed it the first time. I'm in a number of groups on the internet, and a student will say, I failed my exam, it's Wednesday, I rescheduled for Friday. What is the rush? Isn't it more important to get down the reason why you failed the exam and do things to make certain that you can pass the exam on the next time? The second thing, many students do not truly know the vocabulary. As I explained to you, the state exam, you must know your vocabulary. You must know it cold. It is actually your first step in this entire process. If you do not know the vocabulary, you will definitely fail the exam. It is that important. But then the next thing I see is that students don't genuinely understand the vocabulary. This is not just about remembering a ton of acronyms, right? Or remembering the word and then I got a bullet point, I know the word, I got a bullet point, I know the word. No, this is not what this is about. It is understanding that word in a context. Any real estate exam is 30, 35, 40% vocabulary, so that's great. It'll get you that far. But then do you know how to use that vocabulary in a sentence? And so you have to get past just knowing the vocabulary and making certain that you understand it. The last thing that I see, and this is the big one that I want to talk about, students are trying to get their information all over the internet. They're on this particular website, this Facebook group. They have people answering questions for them. Half of the answers are wrong. They're going to this Quizlet. Half of those Quizlets are wrong. So what I suggest, I'm going to say it here, and then I'll say it again at the end. We have several exam prep programs over the internet. I'm not going to name them. I think that you know all that they are. Evaluate them and pick the best one for you. But then invest in yourself and stick with that program. There are too many students who are trying to get all of their information off of YouTube. What does that do? It makes you have a ton of information, but then you don't know where to put it. So let me tell you about the KJ method. My name, again, is Kalimahjenkins. I'm a certified pre-licensed instructor as well as a real estate attorney. I've been a real estate attorney for over 20 plus years. My students pass the real estate exam because I make certain that my students get an understanding of the material. The purpose of the prep course, one, of course, is to get students to pass. I love my students. I love when my students are able to pass their exams. And I wear it on my shoulder if they cannot pass their exams. But more important than that, I have created a roadmap for you so that you can go from start to finish No more of being all over the internet trying to find information for that particular question. We follow my program module by module. You become proficient in one module, you move to the next module. No more spending $100, $200, $300 taking your exam multiple times. You do the program, you go through the program, you take the final exam, and then you go on in and take your state exam. And so that's it. It's a pretty simple process for you to move forward. So, my best advice to you is research an exam prep program. Make sure that it has everything that you need in order for you to pass. Pick that program, invest in it, which is investing in yourself, and then stick with that program until the end. Any exam prep program should provide you with everything that you need so that you are not buying and looking at multiple programs all across the internet. What I'm going to do now is to cut into a video to show you what we offer in the KJ method. Welcome. You are our newest member of the KJ method. And first of all, thank you for trusting me with your education. I want to show you how to go through the program because what I want you to do is follow the program module by module. What I see too often is students who are all over the place. They're all over the internet. It's a lot of information, and you need to be able to synthesize this information and move through it. If you're on this website and the other website and in this book and in that book and in these notes and in these study guides, you begin to get confused and you don't know what you need to know for the exam. This prep course has been done in a way that it's providing you with a roadmap. And so if you go through one module, you should have all of the information that you need within that particular module. You take the test for that module, you do well on your test, you move on to the next module. Additionally, what I have done here, and I want you to listen, is I've recorded over 80 videos for you. These videos are not just, this is the vocabulary. Yes, your number one job is to learn the vocabulary. You cannot pass the real estate exam without the vocabulary. So that is your number one job. But then we need to apply that vocabulary. And what I have done on the videos is to let you know how these particular items are tested. What should you look for? What are the buzzwords that you should look for? So make sure you're paying close attention to that. So let me show you how to navigate the site. If you notice, on the left-hand side here we have this 100-question preview test. That's where I'd like you to get started. So you go right in there, you click on this, and then you're going to be able to take the 100-question test. You'll go through the entire test, take the exam, and then at the end, it'll provide you with an answer key, let you know how well you did or how well you didn't do, okay? But when we go through module by module, not only will you have an answer key, but you also have me on video telling you exactly why this was the right answer or why this was the wrong answer. Because knowing the right answer is important, but knowing why you got something wrong is also equally important. And so after that, you're going to move to your first module. Here's your first module. These will be your videos on the module, and they are done lecture by lecture. I've tried to do them from 2 minutes. Some of them are as long as 20 minutes. Why is that? Because there is some content that takes just that long to explain it. After that, you're going to go right here, which is a learn your vocabulary section. All right, learn your vocabulary is the same as what we have on the app. So many of you guys will be able to download the app also, depending upon which program you've chosen. But you can see here, this is the vocabulary, and you flip it here just like the app. Here is the app link, and you'll be able to learn that later. We're both on the Apple Store as well as on the Google Store. After your vocabulary, I need you to get a good handle on that. Then you can go through these various matching exercises where you'll download that matching. I have put a student version as well as an instructor version in here with the answers. All right, it's a PDF. You're able to just click on it. Moving down, here is a module outline. Every single module has an outline at the end. When you get to the end, you should be able to go through this outline, and everything that is on the outline, you understand. Here's the goal. When you have a ton of information, you need to be able to get this information and kind of synthesize it down. When you get to the end of the class, you should be able to have all of those outlines together. In total, it's about 50 pages. Go through them. Yes, I know this, I know that, I know the other thing, and I know it well, guys, okay? We cannot know it like, oh, I kind of know the vocabulary. No, you definitely need to know the vocabulary and know the concepts. Then we have a module exam on each one, as well as the solutions. I will never give you an exam and not give you the solutions. It's very important. Now, the solutions, you can look it up based upon just answer, or you may really not understand why you got something right or why you got something wrong. And so what I have done is recorded myself telling you that. Then we have audio files. I have had students over the years say, oh my goodness, what about when I'm in the car? Yeah, you can listen to the class while you're in the car. It looks like a lot, and it is. It will probably take you a good 12 to 13 hours to go through the entire course, but maybe you don't need the entire course. Maybe you need certain modules. The point of the matter is I want you to be able to go through each of these modules, and as you see, all the way here, you go all the way down through the 12 modules the same way, and then you'll be totally set to move forward to the final exam. Now, I also have a standalone math prep course because very often students are so nervous about the real estate math. In the math prep course, you have another 25 very short videos that will go through each of the math problems for you and also give you a test after each one so that you can take the test and then see how well you did there. All right, I have test taking tips, and then you have your pre-license comprehensive exam all the way down there at the bottom. So as I stated, welcome again to the KJ method. What I want you to do is go through everything module by module. Get yourself really tight on one module before moving to the next. The goal here, guys, no more YouTube, no more searching the internet. Everything is right here for you. And I'm sure if you follow it through one by one, you will be successful in calling yourself a licensed real estate agent very, very soon. Welcome to the KJ Method. Once again, thank you for coming to the KJ Methods YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can be updated when we upload new videos. Have a great day, guys.